Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose needs no introduction. Perhaps the most charismatic and uncompromising of the top notch freedom fighters, he remains one of India's most revered icons, with every political organization trying to shine in his reflected glory. In fact, such is his charm on people's minds that a section of Indians believe that he is still alive and will return someday to liberate us from our misery. Although all major biographies of Netaji have concluded, he passed away on the night of 18th August 1945 after being grievously injured at the aeroplane crash at Taihuku Airport. Many find this unacceptable. They believe it was a ploy set up by Netaji himself to hoodwink the Allied forces and reach a safe place to continue his struggle. Others believe that Netaji, a lifelong political activist, became a recluse and settled in northern India. And yet, another set are convinced he was betrayed by Nehru and Gandhi, the usual suspects nowadays, and imprisoned in some Soviet gulag. Today, it is an undeniable tragedy that these never ending theories have eclipsed the life and achievements of this prince among patriots. He has been reduced to a mystery thriller. Of course, all theories must stand the test of investigation, and in recent years, two incidents allow us to freshly probe them. In 2015, the West Bengal government released a set of files related to Netaji and his family from the state archives. The declassification of 304 Netaji files from the various central ministries followed soon after in January 2016. In contrast to popular belief, these central files were not the only batch to be released. Rather, they were the last lot. Government of India had in fact released a total of 2,324 files since 1997 and has since categorically declared in Parliament on 2nd March 2016 that there are no more classified Netaji files in its archives. To any enthusiastic student of history, these files present a wealth of data that show how several independent investigations have been conducted into what happened to Netaji in August 1945. It is imperative that these findings of these investigations be presented to the Indian people. Today, if asked about investigations regarding the death of Netaji, most people would recall the Mukherjee Commission, as also the Shahnawaz and Khoshla commissions. However, even before the first of these was appointed by Government of India in 1956, 6 formal investigations had been carried out to probe the aeroplane crash at Taihuku Airport. Importantly, these were carried out by the British Army, the Government of British India, the Government of Japan, and the Allied forces. The reason was simple. The British and the Americans wanted to find out whether Netaji, whose Azad Hind Fauj had fought against them in the jungles of Burma and Imphal campaigns, was alive or not. After all, he was the most uncompromising of the Indian nationalists. The advantage these investigators had was of time. The earlier investigators get to the accident site, the better it is. Soon after Japan's surrender, Admiral Mountbatten, Supreme Allied Commander of Southeast Asian Command, on August 30, 1945, sent an enquiry to General MacArthur, the Supreme Commander for Allied Powers in Japan, to conduct an enquiry about the death of Netaji. On September 19, 1945, the Japanese government submitted a preliminary report on the death of Subhash Chandra Bose to MacArthur's office. Among other details, it stated, Bose, injured in an air crash on 18th August 1945, died the same evening. Independent of the Americans, in September 1945, the British India government sent superintendents of police Finney and Davis assisted by inspectors H.K. Roy and K.P. Dey to investigate. The team visited Bangkok, Saigon, and Taihoku for the purpose. The Davis and Roy team interrogated the in charge of the Saigon airport, the military officers of the Taihoku airport, and the chief medical officer at the Nanmon Military Hospital of Taihoku. The Bangkok team complimented them by retrieving a telegram dated 20th August 1945 that had been sent from the Chief of Staff of the Japanese Southern Army to Hikari Kikan. Using the code T for Bose, the telegram read, T, while on his way to the capital, as a result of an accident to his aircraft at Taihoku at 2 p.m. on the 18th, was seriously injured and died at midnight on the same date. Two investigations had clearly concluded that Netaji was no more, but the rumors going around in India that he was alive and would return, and the huge support for the INA veterans unnerved the British.